Cold DM. He messages this girl saying Long Beach question mark with an emoji. Girl comes back and says, yes, I'm out here. He says, you seem like a Long Beach girl. Nice little assumption statement about her. She comes back with this emoji, and then she says, now, what does that mean? We're off to a good start. We have some engagement. He then comes back with, you like the beach, driving boats, and raving. That screams Long Beach chick. Okay? Again, just making observations about the girl. And then she says, I don't know girls out here that like to rave. They're all in the IE. Okay, this is an abbreviation for like an area nearby them. This is where he opened the instant response feature, initiated a chat with us, sent us these screenshots up until this point and said, guys, this is where I'm at. I don't know what to do from here. We texted him back and said, hey, don't worry. We got you. You're in good hands. And then we started to have a little bit of back and forth with him. The message that we crafted for him was, glad to hear you aren't one of them. Tell all of these day trippers at the Queen Mary they need to leave. This is a reference to the live event, the festival that's going on in his area. And this is why instant response is great, because we can have some back and forth with you. He mentioned, hey, there's this big event that's going on in the area that everybody knows about. So we were able to craft him a customized message specifically for his situation. So we told him, glad you aren't one of them. Tell these people from this festival to leave, winky face. Anyway, had to slide into the DMs to see what that fun, bubbly vibe was about. She comes back, and what's the verdict? She wants to know what we think so far of her, which is obviously a positive. The girl's seeking our validation or seeing what the assessment is so far. And at this point, we're still working with him inside of the instant response feature. And the main takeaway from this next answer is that we want to keep it flirty, and we also want to be moving the interaction forward a little bit. I think that's one of the biggest mistakes guys make, is they just don't know how to move the conversation forward in a slightly flirtatious, slightly teasing, challenging kind of way. And that's exactly what we did here. We said, so far so good, ... might have to see it in person to give you the final verdict. Boom. Okay? Now, I like this message a lot, because again, it's moving it forward. We're not so easily won over. We're talking about, hey, we'll see maybe like when we're in person, what the actual verdict is. So she says, okay, let's see when that'll happen. Super positive. The girl's pretty much agreeing and falling into the frame that she's down for this in-person evaluation. The next message we sent here was, shoot me your number and we'll iron out the details. Yeah, we sent that. Then she responded, phone number, boom, here we are. And again, he said, well, how do I restart the conversation now that we're going from IG to text combo? So this is the message. We said, hey, blank, it's blank, the cute raver, referring to the callback humor from the first couple initial messages for the festival that was going on. Anytime you can reopen with callback humor, really powerful. It's better, in my opinion, than just saying, hey, what's up? Or hey, how's your day going? This line was taken from the vault. I think it was a slightly different deviation from what's in the vault, but it's pretty much, hey, blank, it's blank, and then the cute whatever, like call back to something that's been going on inside of the text conversation. She says, hey, what's up? Now, here's a message that the client says where, honestly, I think it was a little abrupt, but it still managed to work out. He went right into, do you drink wine? And the girl says, yes, I do. And from here, I believe he came back into instant response because he didn't know where to take it from here. Again, we just kind of move it forward ever so slightly, without just like pouncing on asking for a date, So we said, just making sure. My buddy sent me a bottle of Camus, so good. Anyway, make sure you save my number. She says, I've actually never tried that wine. I did save it, but your texts are sending through your email. Laugh my ass off. So, I don't know, maybe he was sending it from like his laptop and it's like, I don't know, he didn't have service or some shit, but it sounds like it's not going through iMessage. Whatever, not a big deal. Girl's still responding positively. From there, we're back into instant response. Okay, he wants to know where we're gonna take this thing from here. And this is what we came up with. LOL, perfect. I'll email you this weekend. I think this is actually a pretty funny message. Like, it's moving it forward, but it's also like funny and witty at the same time, which is very good text game. And then also, I might be able to save a little bit for you. Perfect message. It's funny, it's a little flirty, it's hinting at, maybe we could talk this weekend. And then it's also bringing up the idea of, I might be able to save you a little bit of the wine. which is, again, baby stepping towards the idea that we would meet up, because if I'm saving some for her, it's implying we would meet up at some point. So this is grade A text game right here. This is what you're gonna get. Positive response from the girl. I hope you do. Keep in mind, cold DM from IG, a little bit of back and forth, a little bit of help from instant response. Now we're at a point where this random girl is saying, I hope you save some wine for me. And then he was able to set it up from there. He didn't need us for every single back and forth message, but here's the end result. This is him messaging us inside of instant response, and he says, I will. Thank you so much for helping me during this process. I've learned so much about texting and game. This is one of the biggest holes I had in my game, and it's getting better, but I want to keep improving. And then we followed up, because obviously, you know, we helped them this far into the interaction. We care about seeing what the actual result is. Like, yo, are you gonna hang out with her tonight? So we said, you're trying to hang out with her tonight, and he says tomorrow. So he has a date lined up with her for tomorrow night. Okay, and this is, again, this is the power of using the instant response feature in combination with the modules that we teach inside of the text game principles and a little bit of help from the vault. Okay, using the combination of these, you're able to watch the modules, learn the principles, so that way, you know, when you're on your own, you have a pretty decent text game. Then if you need help crafting certain messages, or you just don't know any lines in particular to make it flirty, you go into the vault section of the app, guys. Again, we update that every single month, so you're always gonna have the latest and newest funny, witty, flirty lines that you could just plug and play to move the interaction forward. And then if you're ever really stuck on a particular sentence, or it's a big part in the conversation that you really don't want to mess up, or for whatever reason the girl just puts you in your head, go into the instant response feature. Everybody that's a member of Quip right now, guys, starting the next month, you're gonna get 3 free instant responses every single month.